Touché. Okay. What does this mean? How do we use it? Okay. Touché is a term from fencing. It comes from French, meaning to touch. When you are fencing, sword fighting, not to kill each other, for sport, if you touch your opponent, they say touché, you've touched your opponent. Okay. I think in the days before buzzers and electronics and things like that, it was a question of honour, a matter of honour, for the fencer to admit that his opponent had touched him. Yes, you touched me. Your point, I admit. So how do we use this phrase in modern English? It's a good one. It's an interjection. Yeah? Okay, so how does this work? Well, if somebody notices that you are being inconsistent, particularly in something you're very enthusiastic about, maybe they mention the inconsistency, and then you say, touché, I admit that you are right, yeah, that you have scored a point, yeah. If you're having an intellectual discussion with somebody, and somebody shows very clearly that something you're saying is wrong, at that moment you need to say, touché, you're right, I'm wrong, I give you a point. It doesn't mean I concede the whole battle, yeah, but I concede that point. You win on that point. I have another way of explaining this phrase, touché, as well, because I have another thing I do for it. But it's not verbal. I go, did you see that? Yes. So I'm scoring a point for you. Yeah? We put points 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah? So I'm admitting that you have scored a point against me. And that's the idea of touché. I don't know, for example, somebody who is very keen on conservation, okay, who's always talking about saving water, yeah? Okay, maybe one day you're in their house and you discover they've left the tap running, yeah? So maybe then you say to them, I thought you were very keen on water conservation. Or maybe you say something subtler than that. Is that water I hear? And then at this point they need to say, touché, you're right. Okay? You have touched me. You have scored a point. This is something politicians don't normally use because they don't like to admit that other people could be right and they could be wrong. Yeah? Okay, so it's conceding a point in the game of conversation or argument or debate. Yeah? Okay. So if your opponent scores a clear point debating or talking against you, then touché. Touché, mate. Touché. And that's how you use it. Yeah? It's an interjection. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, I'm going to stop rambling. Give it a rating. I'll see you soon. And bye for now. Yeah, I like this new spot for making videos. It's quite good.